Hello, my name is Gabe Zollner. You know what's really interesting is that right now we've got Congress running around trying to figure out should we allow them to have 7 bullets or 8 bullets or 5 bullets or no bullets. I mean, they're just having a real tough time trying to figure that one out. And you got like Governor Cuomo, he's already determined, you know what I mean? 7's the number. Yeah, well, anyway, the reality is that it isn't the guns that are the issue. What needs to be investigated is not the guns. They don't need to change the laws. They don't need to have that dinosaur Dianne Feinstein leave a legacy that took away their Second Amendment rights. What they need to do, they meaning Congress, is they need to take a look at the kind of drugs all of these people were taking, you know, all of these shooters. You take this most recent guy, Eddie Ray Routh. Well, you know, I mean, he was in the military and he did combat and he was suffering from post-mental disorder. I mean, he was having a lot of issues with what he went through. And I guarantee it that they were giving him some crazy drugs. I'm not talking the stuff that you buy on the street. I'm talking some real heavy-duty stuff. And the guy that did the shooting in, you know, in Sandy Hook, you know, what did he take? What was he on? We knew he was having mental issues. Yeah. What about the Tucson shooter? You know, we knew he was whacked out too. He was taking who knows what. The problem isn't guns. The problem is drugs. And in many cases, it's legal drugs that are prescribed by these psychiatrists to try to help these whack jobs deal with what they're dealing with. Now, one of the problems that I have with our Congress is that a lot of these people, like this guy, you know, Eddie Ray Routh, I don't think he was bad. You know, he wasn't born bad. I think he got screwed up going over and doing combat. Not everybody can take doing combat. For sure, nobody in Congress can. You know, they're all pussy whips. But they know how to send people to do the dirty work. They can't do it themselves. But the investigation should be focused on the kind of medication these people were taking, how often, and maybe how often they weren't taking it when they were prescribed to take it. That is what the problem is. No sane person can go kill an innocent person. No sane person like Adam Lanza could go kill little children. I mean, you got to be really screwed up. Really screwed up. And what we'll find is that the drug screwed him up. So is it the doctor's fault that didn't sort of monitor him? Is it the doctor's fault that didn't report him to the authorities as someone that's taking all these heavy-duty psychological drugs that are going to maybe have these kind of effects? Who knows? You know what I mean? But that's where the issue is. That's where the focus needs to be. Not on, like, you know, the mayor of New York, you know, Bloomberg. I mean, with his 5 bodyguards, you know, take away guns. It isn't the guns. It's the drugs. And in most cases, the drugs that are prescribed by doctors for these mentally ill people. You got to be crazy to kill little kids. You got to be crazy to kill anybody. Yeah. But anyway, back to the point here. Contact your congressman. Tell them to do what? To focus on what? To focus on Benghazi. Benghazi will end this nightmare. I mean, all you got to do is look at the pieces of the puzzle. I did some videos on this too, the pieces of the puzzle. You just look at the pieces of the puzzle. It's all there. You know? The blind sheik, the ambassador, Chris Stevens, a swap. Obama's a hero. Oh yeah, he saved the ambassador, the blind sheik. He's back with his pedophile friends back in, you know, wherever he goes, back in Egypt. Everybody's happy. Who screwed it up? Those crazy ex-Navy SEALs. Glenn Doherty, Tyrone Woods, they didn't listen to Obama. Stand down. Not once. Stand down. Not twice. Stand down. 3 times. And they didn't stand down. What a bummer that was for Obama. You know, I don't even know how he went to Vegas the next day. He looked chirpy-eyed, you know, bouncing around on the runway there, collecting money left hand and side. I don't know how he did that. You think maybe he's taking drugs? Sure looks like he is. You know, skinny, lean and mean. He ain't smoking no more. He ain't smoking no more like I got gold teeth. You know what I mean? Short in my mouth. Of course he's smoking. He can't help himself. He's a compulsive addictive. That's what he is. That's why, you know, AC-doocy, guys, girls, he don't care. As long as he gets what he wants. What a joke. We need to end this nightmare. Benghazi can do it.